This week on TGC News, HiPoint outdoes everyone at SHOT Show, a thumbhole trigger, and new cheap handguns. Kel-Tec offers some of the most interesting and innovative firearms in recent memory. Whether you're into bullpup rifles like the RDB or RFB, or maybe the KSG bullpup shotgun in short or gigantic configuration, or maybe you just want to plink around with some pistol caliber stuff like the Sub 2000 or PF9. They make something affordable for everyone. To learn more, check out keltecweapons.com. Welcome back to another episode of TGC News, the only gun news show that covers things you actually care about. My name is Jon Patton. We are back from our extended SHOT Show hiatus thing. Turns out the plague still exists and we all caught it. Yeah, it's great. Bronchitis, sinus infections, yay.
I got bronchitis. Ain't nobody got time for that.
If you guys haven't seen our SHOT Show coverage, there is a link in the description to check that out. It's freaking awesome. Izzy, why don't you hit him with a little bit of a montage real quick?
There it is.
Also, if you have ever wanted some TGC swag, now is the time to get some. It's on a blowout sale at Patriot Patch. Shirts start at like 10 bucks. Link below, go get some.
Woo! Get some.
Now, how about some new stuff? What is the #1 brand that people crap on when it comes to low price guns? Yeah, it's HiPoint. I'll spare you the diatribe, but I think a huge portion of the people that talk crap on HiPoint are just dogpiling and don't really have any true experience with them. They're cheap guns, they feel like cheap guns, and that's exactly what they're supposed to be. The brand knows its place, and hilariously doing more than most pistol brands out there, they just took another step towards being a great brand by updating their flagship C9 pistol. What we're looking at here is a prototype, and I gotta be honest, I kind of love it. Shout out to the Firearm blog for the great coverage on this one. The design of the gun isn't quite finalized yet, but I'll try to cover the mains. The slide has been updated with serrations and a new kind of more angular contour. They're talking about an option to replace the rear sight with a pick rail for optic mounts. That's freaking cool. There is a rail under the front of the gun to mount lights and lasers or a pistol bayonet, because that's what HiPoints are about. The trigger has been updated. It has a 1/2x28 threaded barrel and a grip safety. They also have a portion on the kind of bottom rear of the grip that will allow for changing the shape of the grip itself. It's rounded or flat. And the biggest change is new magazines. This gun is based around the current C9, but they have changed a few things in the geometry for double stack magazines, which should allow for higher capacities across the board. Overall, there's a bunch of upgrades and a bunch of improvements. I figured this was gonna bump the price quite a bit, but I was wrong. They say that they are shooting for an MSRP of 200 bucks, which is the same as the current C9 pistol. Now, the question that I have is how many people are going to change their tune about these now that they're updated, now that they're more modern? Are you one of those people? I know I want one. I want to hear what you guys think. This next one, you guys are going to love this. I am sure that most of you have shot an AR-15 at some point.
Duh.
I'm also sure that a good amount of you guys might own a couple of them. A few of you might even own a buttload of them. However, I can also bet that not a single one of you has ever thought to yourself, you know what I would like on my AR-15? A thumb trigger. Yeah, a thumb trigger. Say hello to the TOR, or thumb-operated receiver, from Iron Horse Firearms. They claim that because the trigger press is happening in line with the center of your aim, that this will eliminate issues of pulling shots left or right. I don't know about you, but I think that might be a load of Iron Horse crap. The safety is used by moving it back and forth on the side of the gun. They also say that this is great for folks that have physical disabilities that may not be able to pull the standard trigger. I get that one. I think they are definitely onto something there. In a video interview, they stated that they believe that this is a better platform for long-range distance shooting.
We really believe that it is a better platform for long-range distance shooting, especially.
That may be true. However, this would require an almost completely new manual of arms and a bunch of training to get used to using it properly. I can already see myself hitting that safety when I go to drop the mag. It could be total crap. It could be awesome. The only way to know if that's true or not would be to get one of these in hand and test it. But with an MSRP of $315 for a strip lower with the proprietary trigger grip and safety, I'm not so sure. A complete 5.56 rifle on their website right now is listed at $1,350. That is not a small price. But if what they're saying is true, maybe it's worth it. I'm curious to hear what you guys have to say about the thumb trigger. Sound off in the comments and let's talk about it. Continuing this week's affordable handgun theme, we have two more to talk about.
Why build one when you can have two at twice the price?
First, Stoeger has introduced a new striker-fired 9mm pistol called the STR9. Now, this is certainly not Stoeger's first run at it. They made the Cougar for years, but that was a rehash of a Beretta. This one is completely different than that. It is a fairly standard polymer frame, mid-size 9 with a 4-inch barrel, 15-round mags, some nice texturing on the grip, and serrations on the slide. It also has interchangeable back straps. The thing that matters most here is the pricing. The cheapest version goes for $329 with one mag and one back strap, jumping up $60 more for two more mags and two more back straps. Pretty cool to have more affordable choices out there if this thing works well. And if you're smart and look closely, you may agree with me in thinking that this is a cheaper take on the Beretta APX. Don't they look really, really similar? Also, in affordable handgun news, Taurus. Yes, folks, I am actually covering a new Taurus handgun, and I promise you that I will not crap all over it unjustly.
You sit on a throne of lies.
This one is called the TX22, and they claim that it is the most advanced rimfire pistol on the market. It's a full-size, striker-fired 22 long rifle pistol with a capacity of 16 rounds in the mag, a 4-inch barrel, a grip that appears to have decent texture, a slide that appears to have a bunch of nice serrations, and it also comes with 3-dot sights and a 1/28 thread adapter for shooting suppressed. They also came up with a pretty cool design that allows the gun to be taken apart like any standard centerfire pistol. It seems to be solid value for the MSRP on this of $349. That puts it about $70 cheaper than the Smith & Wesson version with similar features. However, it remains to be seen whether this thing will eat a variety of 22 ammo or if you're stuck shooting a steady diet of CCI mini mags like some 22s of yesterday. Either way, the price point is solid if it works. In Struggle Bus news, Izzy hit it. A company called Bear Creek Arsenal recently got into some trouble with the big bad government. And no, I'm not talking about the ATF. Bear Creek's whole thing is cheap AR parts, right? And a lot of folks are equating the ability to keep things low cost with their run-in with ICE or immigrations and customs enforcement. Perhaps the way they were able to sell their parts so cheap is that they were paying their supposedly illegal immigrant workers a bunch of nothing.
Nothing!
That is total speculation. Of course, the reality is that on February 5th, ICE raided their facility and detained approximately 27 individuals.
We just got a statement from Bear Creek Arsenal. They say they have cooperated with Homeland Security during the process, and the agency confirmed to them that they did comply with all hiring practice laws.
Now, I don't know about you, but if I ran a gun company, I would probably try to hire people that are here in the States legally. Birchwood Casey's selection of shooting products is astounding. Whether you're looking for the best targets to zero your gun, or maybe you want to refurbish a forgotten classic, or maybe you just want to slam some steel and have a good time at the range. And don't forget that ear and eye protection. No matter what kind of shooter you are, Birchwood Casey has what you need. And because you watch TGC, they're going to help you out with a discount of 10% off your entire order when you use the code TGC10 over at birchwoodcasey.com. It's time now for more Friendly Fire, the segment where I answer your questions. This week, our questions are coming from the TGC Facebook page. Our first question is from Donovan Adkins, and he says, if there was an assault weapons ban, would you still be allowed to own an SBR? Look, we see this question all the time. It's BS. It's total BS. If anyone gives you a definitive answer on this, they are full of crap. The only way to know what will or will not be true with a certain bill or legislation is to look at the actual text of the bill. Anything else is complete and utter speculation and a waste of your time. Steven Selena wants to know my thoughts on what's going on with Hudson Manufacturing. For those that are unaware, they have a bunch of angry customers and unpaid bills to go with it. The long and short of it is that they don't have any money anymore. The company is toast. Unless someone can come in and throw a bunch of money at it and correct all the issues, it's not going to come back. Crappy situation for sure, because that gun was pretty damn cool. Michael Deegan says, what was the dumbest product that you saw at SHOT Show? It's this thing. Wherever Izzy put it. It's that thing. It's meant to make your ejection pattern more consistent and be easier on your brass. AKA, it's trying to mask the issues from guns that don't run correctly. Why are we doing this? And last but not least, Greg McCleary says, what was the most fun TGC video you've ever made, and which one was the most frustrating? The most fun ones as a whole are the ones with high-speed video involved. I geek out. I love doing that. I love trying to learn and see things that you just can't see with the naked eye. The most frustrating ones were probably the Springfield M1A and Ruger episodes of The Proving Ground. That series got off to a really rocky start. It was either the guns not performing well, which I really wanted them to, things not working correctly, things not on the gun correctly, stuff just not working the way that I wanted. That was really frustrating as a whole. My friendly fire question to you guys this week: what is the one gun that everyone should own? Don't just say AR-15. There's a specific out there. I want your opinion on what it is. What should everybody own? Sound off in the comments and let me know. And hey, if you want your question answered right here on TGC News, send it to me over on theguncollective.com. And that is it for this week's show, guys. If you disliked the video, hit that button. If you liked it, hit like, get subscribed, and consider supporting us via the links in the video description below. We have an Amazon affiliate store, as well as a link to purchase cool shirts just like this one. Remember, there is a blowout sale. Go buy some. And, of course, you can check us out all over your favorite social media platforms. And, as always, thank you for watching.
Nah, man, I'm just doing the robot.
I don't understand what that was about, but I love you guys. Bye. This next one, you guys. Sneeze. Don't sneeze. Don't sneeze. Don't sneeze. Don't sneeze. Don't sneeze. All right. The shirts worn in today's video on The Gun Collective have been provided by Patriot Patch. Closed captions have also been brought to you by Patriot Patch Company. Be sure to click the link in the video description to check out all of their great products, including their cleaning mats.